All right, the Year 12 Business External exam is just around the corner, and you can feel the pressure, right? You've spent all this time learning the content, but now it's game time. So in this explainer, we are going to build your final exam game plan together. So let me ask you, what is your strategy? Because look, just knowing all the stuff from the textbook isn't going to be enough. This exam is designed to test how you apply that knowledge when you're under pressure. And that requires a really smart, strategic approach. And that's exactly what we're here to build today. You know, when you boil it all down, everything you've worked for comes back to this one core topic, the transformation of a business. Every single question, whether it's a short answer or that big extended business report, it's all grounded in this idea of how a business evolves, how it adapts, and how it changes.
And this, right here, this is probably the most important mindset shift you can make. The exam is not a memory test, it's a performance. It's all about proving to the markers that you can think like a real business strategist. And to do that, you need two keys. Two keys that will unlock any question they decide to throw at you.
Okay, so key number one is all about deconstructing the task. Before you even think about writing a single word, you have to stop and ask, what is this question really asking me to do? And the real secret is in the doing words, or what the QCAA, that's the Queensland Curriculum and Assessment Authority, what they officially call the cognitions.
Now you got to understand, these words, they are not just friendly suggestions. They are direct commands. Each one tells you exactly how to structure your response. Answering an analyze question is a totally different ballgame from an evaluate question. Getting your head around these is, without a doubt, the very first step to a top-tier answer.
Let's just take explain for a second. It's one of the most common ones you'll see. And the QCAA subject reports are super clear on this. A great explain answer doesn't just define a concept, it makes it real with a relevant example. I mean, if you look at past exams, like question 1 back in 2023, it explicitly tells you to use an example. So here's the deal. When you see the word explain, your brain should immediately fire off, okay, what's my example?
Now let's level up to evaluate. This is one of those higher order skills. It's not just about explaining something. It's about making a judgment on its value or, how effective it is. But, and this is a big but, you can't just throw your opinion out there. Your judgment has to be backed up by specific, recognized business criteria.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is a direct quote from the 2020 QCAA report. They are literally telling you the formula. When you're asked to evaluate, you must use criteria like competitiveness, stakeholder satisfaction, or efficiency to back up what you're saying. This isn't some big secret, it's the rule book.
Right, on to our second key, which is all about identifying the tool. A lot of questions, especially that big extended response, will command you to use a specific business theory, a model, or an analytical framework. You absolutely have to use the right tool for the job. So on one hand, you've got your big picture change management theories, like Lewin's or Cotter's. And then on the other hand, you have these really specific analytical tools, like a SWOT analysis. That's your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Or a force field analysis, the FFA, or a power/interest grid, which we call a PIG. The question will often state explicitly which one to use, and ignoring that is like trying to hammer a nail with a screwdriver. It's just not going to work, and you won't get the marks.
And the proof is right there in the data. Just look at the extended response questions from the last 5 years. Every single year, a specific analytical tool was required. We've seen SWOT analysis pop up multiple times, force field analysis, the power/interest grid. The pattern is absolutely undeniable. You have to be ready to spot these tools and apply them.
So we have our two keys, deconstruct the task and identify the tool. But theory is one thing, right? Let's see how it actually works in practice. We're going to do a live walkthrough of a real extended response question from the 2023 exam. Let's do this. Okay, here it is. And I know, at first glance, this thing looks like an absolute monster. There are so many moving parts. But trust me, when we apply our two keys, we can break this down into a simple, manageable plan of attack. You've got this.
First things first, let's use key 1, deconstruct the task. We scan the question and we pull out all of those doing words. Just look at them. Prepare, include, identify, interpret, draw, evaluate, and propose. This isn't one big scary task. It's actually a sequence of 7 distinct things you have to do. This list literally becomes the checklist for your entire response.
Next up, key 2, identify the tool. And the question could not be clearer. It says right there in black and white, include a SWOT analysis. Boom. Right there, you know exactly which framework you need to build your analysis around. There's no guesswork at all. You just apply the SWOT to the case study data.
And if you're sitting there wondering, okay, but is that really it? Well, just look at this breakdown. It's based on the official 2023 QCAA report. For top marks in analysis, what did you need? A correct SWOT. For synthesis, you had to find relationships from that SWOT analysis. For evaluation, you had to use 2 business criteria. It all flows directly from applying our 2 simple keys. See?
So let's bring this all together. Your winning game plan, the strategy that's going to give you total clarity and confidence when you're sitting in that exam room, well, it really just boils down to 2 simple steps.
Number 1, you read the question and you highlight every single doing word to create your personal to-do list. Number 2, you scan for the name of that specific tool or theory you absolutely have to apply. That's it. That is the core of your entire strategy. Listen, in these final days, the goal is not to cram more definitions. You've already got the knowledge. The game now is all about strategy. It's about walking into that exam hall with a clear, repeatable process for taking apart any question and showing those markers exactly what you're capable of.
You have put in the work. You know the content, and now you have the keys. So the only question left is, are you ready to go in there and unlock your best result? Good luck.